slow, you kind of low key dissing him, and like, you know, I was like, all right, cool. But when he started diving into his son, it's like, you don't know nothing about that. What was it? What did he say?
About being like raising
his son.
Kid, you don't know nothing about that.
You don't know, man. I was like, bro, it hit me hard. I was like, fuck. Like if you said that to me, I'd feel some type of way. I'm just thankful now. It makes me like, dang, I'm thankful that I'm actually in my kid's life like that. You know?
Yeah. Kendrick couldn't diss you like that.
Yeah,
he could not.
Yeah, man,
it was dope. It was cool. He had like characters and the whole thing. It's like 6 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
He was going in and out of characters and different deliveries. It was dope. It was really cool.
You can't say it was AI in that aspect because of how he switched it up so many times. It was almost like he was just talking to us, talking shit about somebody, but talking to us, and, you know, making it work and making it rap. So, you know, what you got on it?
This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I really wanted to see two guys, major guys in the industry, really go at it. And it looks like we're going to get that. And with this response, this is what I want. I want, this is the entertainment distraction that I need. When I first heard, I was at the gym when I heard it, and I was like, damn, 6 minutes. And it started, like you just said, it started off kind of slow. And then once he started going in specifically towards him, I know as you stated, as a father, I know Drake is in his condo just like this motherfucker. He just basically called me a deadbeat dad for 6 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I definitely, I'm interested to see how Drake responds. I'm sure he's in the studio probably right now, and we'll see what we get out of this. I just hope it just keeps going. Yeah, that's my thing. I don't want it to
as long
really
as it stays on the mic. Well, they used to say keep it on the wax.
Right.
On wax.
Remember that? Say keep it on the wax.
I remember that.
Just keep it on the mic, man. We want more, not less.
Obviously, if you guys are tuning in, thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of About the Night, episode 107. Man, if we don't hit that like and subscribe button right now for one
then we will diss you.
Exactly, right? Here we go. We
we
got one of the best stand-up comedians who's been on, how many seasons were you on Wildin' Out?
5.
God damn, 5 seasons of Wildin' Out. One of the best to ever do it, man. We got to give it up to the one and only Mr. Brent Pella.
Yes, appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, thank you so very much.
Thanks for having me, man. It's cool.
And did I say that right? Pella. Fuck, I fucked it up
like
too.
Umbrella. That's okay. I'm gonna diss your ass next.
I know, man. Shit.
Pronouncing last names, you don't know nothing about that.
That's actually pretty factual, though.
Yeah,
he struggles with that.
Pronunciation of words, you don't know nothing about that.
Just call him wonton.
You know, I
saying syllables correct. You don't know nothing about that. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, Kendrick.
6 minutes.
Call him Brent Kendrick.
6 minutes, just insulting your grammar.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Bro. I wear that on there with sleeve. I can't change that shit. It's just gonna happen, you know. So, but I say I fucked up because I actually watched the skit of you on Wildin' Out where I think it was like the plead the fifth section with Nick Cannon. Did he say your name correct there too, or did he botch your last name too?
Was it Nick?
Nick,
you said it right.
Oh,
Nick
shit.
said it right. Yeah.
I was like, man,
which is crazy because he's got like 13 kids. He's got to remember. So
I know.
I'm always grateful that he remembers my name.
Right.
Yeah. He's got a football team. He's got a football team roster to remember.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's got to be tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough to even raise one, let alone more than one. You know, I know you go through that too. But man, let's get back on that, man. You were talking about a line from this disc, Kendrick Lamar. It was the Pusher T.
Yeah,
what did he say? Because he was
you try to push a me when you couldn't push a T.
Right.
Yeah.
Something like that.
He's basically going back to his. I think that Drake lost that battle with Push when he beat him. Basically, you haven't even dealt with him. Why are you even trying to deal with me? That's how I took that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is factual.
Damn.
I think that's factual.
Yeah.
Warren, I know you're a music buff, man. What you got on it?
I was, to be honest with you, when I first heard it, I was a little underwhelmed. Like I thought Kendrick was gonna come and like really eat through him. You know, I thought he was gonna really put it on him. But I mean, like to me, I felt like
no
he
Diddy.
was. Yeah, no Diddy. But I thought he was. Honestly, I thought he was reaching a little bit. Like you could see that he was kind of. I felt like he was trying a little too hard. You know, like Rick Ross, he got at Drake first with the whole N-word thing. he was
white boy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then, you know, Kendrick kind of followed suit with it, like, don't be saying the N-word, stuff like that. I mean, Pusha T really aired him out about the kid situation. You know, Kendrick followed up about that. You know, plenty of guys got on him about ghostwriters. You know, he followed up on that. The whole abs thing. Rick Ross got on him about that.
I didn't know about the
So-
abs
What
thing.
was the abs
I know, right? I'm like,
Because he had surgery.
He had ab surgery? Is that real?
Well, that I don't know even know is confirmed, but I do know he got the lipo and shit like that.
He did.
Like, yeah,
He did get
yeah.
lipo. What the?
So,
Yeah.
he got lipo
That is
and
the
all
most
that type
Drake
of
shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
He got touched up.
Damn.
I didn't know
But
that.
I don't know. I mean, overall, was it a good diss? Yes, it was a good diss, but I expected a lot more from Kendrick, me personally.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it was good, but I thought he would come like and really kill Drake.
So you
Like,
you
put him to sleep.
I felt like-
you think that is basically you thought he just expanded upon what everybody else has already said.
Pretty much. I mean, he touched on pretty much what everybody said.
Yeah.
I mean, he did make mention of like, don't be talking about my family because I mean, Drake was talking about his wife and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, but I mean, every angle he really came at you, we pretty much heard. Like when people get dissed, I like. That's why I felt like the Pusha T diss was so good.
Yeah.
Like he exposed him about what's his son's name?
Adonis.
Adonis.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about it. You know, like to me that was brilliant how he put it together. Everybody was shocked. It was just like, damn, he got him.
Showed me something new.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
You know, like
Okay.
Kendrick really didn't do anything like that. Like
Well, I guess
I
the
think he
ab
did.
thing is he's telling
Maybe
us
he's
something
saving
new.
it.
that's what I'm
Could be.
thinking.
Do you
Maybe
think
he's
there's
saving
another,
it.
do you think there's another full round back and forth?
Oh, I definitely think
Really?
so. Yeah, because
That'd be
I
fun.
feel like one like I think Drake stepped out with some of his and kind of exposed some stuff we didn't know about Kendrick as far as his record deal and how that
Yeah, I
structured.
didn't know about that.
And so he
That's
kind
a
of
lot.
put a lot of that in his songs. So I thought that was cool. I think Kendrick's saving some stuff. I think
so.
he's waiting for Drake to take that real low blow to where he can really put it out there. Because he kind of did say it. He said, I know stuff that would make,
did.
when he talked about Gunner,
He did,
about
yeah.
guys, because, he was snitching. He said, I know stuff that y'all would think he's a saint.
Right.
Or whatever. So he might have stuff. He might be waiting for this to get real dirty before he really steps out there and really steps forward, possibly.
I agree. I agree with that.
But we'll see. Drake is petty, so
Very.
I foresee him coming out saying something and stepping in it. I'm more of a Kendrick fan than anything, so I'm a little biased. But I was objective last week because I talked about Drake's diss, the one he did with the AI Snoop and Pac. I thought that was one of the most creative diss tracks
that was
I ever
cool.
heard.
That was cool.
Because just the way it was done, and this whole AI thing is new to the music. I felt like he really just pioneered that whole thing, and this is like one of the biggest artists. I had to give him props for that. And I'm not even the biggest Drake fan, but I told you Kendrick was brewing something.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah,
And
he came back.
So
He came
I feel
back
like
and
he
delivered.
did. I just want this to keep going.
Nice.
So Tony, you were mentioning something in our group chat earlier because I kind of stopped his video or his diss track 4 minutes into it. You mentioned it was long, but what was your opinion on it and why'd
I
you
thought
stop
it was
it?
great. The beat was
Yeah.
sick. Don't tell no lies about me. I won't tell no truths about you. That was sick. The whole deal, just we don't want to hear you say the word nigga no more. Like, bro, it just I enjoyed it. I had fun listening to the whole thing.
That chant at the end
Right.
kind of did go hard.
They went hard, bro.
It
I was
did
like,
go hard.
Yeah, man. People say that to me all the time. Man. They chant that at me all the time. But you know what? I don't stop. Can't nobody tell me what to do. Did you see what time he dropped it at? 8:24 in the morning. 8:24. Kobe's
Kobe.
numbers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
That's interesting.
That's very
Because he had a big connection to Kobe in years past with their like work ethic and hustle and LA mentality. So that was cool, man. I love this beef like this. I think it's dope. I think it's great for hip hop. It's the best thing I've seen come out of the hip hop world in a while. I also just love rap battles. That shit is creative as hell. It's super dope when it stays on the mic, like I was saying before, because some people extrapolate into real world and then you get
Yeah.
bad business happening. But from being on Wild 'N Out, that brought me into the battle world. I started watching like rap battles regularly. So to see like two of the biggest artists of all time literally battling it out in real time is dope. It's super cool.
So, question I have is that all on the fly? Like everybody just like it's
on Wild Now?
Yeah,
dude. The people that are good freestyle for sure.
You destroyed like the whole crew.
I got to write mine. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't lie about that because I have such a deep respect for people who can actually freestyle. That is so hard. And it's incredible when people do it. If I freestyle, I could keep going, but I'm not going to give you 6 punchlines a minute.
Right.
You'll be lucky to get one out of me in a minute. But people like Charlie Clips on the show, Hitman is crazy. Conceited Justina is one of the greatest freestylers I've ever seen.
She got fired.
She just did a LA Leakers thing. I think that's what it is. So people like that are dope, and they can go off the top. I write everything. Sometimes I'm writing right up until the moment. Like I'm writing in my head on stage to try and like come up with some things. Oh, shit. But I always at least prep a little bit. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
I'm a writer. I'm not a freestyler.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. Yeah. It's cool.
You got a pen and a pad.
Yeah. Or a virtual in my head.
You was representing though. You was representing.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. Because honestly, there's a few of them where like it'd be sketchy, and I'm like, you know. There was one guy I actually truly loved, and it was the most corniest delivery ever. I don't know his name, but he looks like the dude that always got punched in the face by Olga from Hey Arnold.
Was he a white dude?
Yeah.
Was he the skinny dude with Carter?
He was like, he would always talk like I don't know. I wish I could tell you their names.
Yeah.
He had glasses, and it was always like I know that you hate me.
Oh,
but
Jacob. Yeah.
Oh God.
That's his whole thing. He's kind of like a nervous wreck at all times.
But it's fire.
Great guy. Awesome guy.
It's fire. It's like I'd be like, dude, he's dropping bars. He's dropping bars nervously.
One syllable at a time.
Was he writing his stuff too?
I don't know. He's a stand-up comic. So typically if you're a comedian, you're not really going to come in with freestyle stuff. But sometimes in the moment you have to. Like if somebody comes at you in a wild style at the end of the episode and you don't expect it, you have to respond.
Very true.
So that kind of puts you in a position to have to come up with something.
Come up with something on the fly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've made it to obviously national TV. You know, let's talk about the beginning, I guess. You know, we were talking a little bit briefly before we started. There goes that grammar part. You hear me stutter just a little?
Yeah.
Cool,
I'll diss you later.
Yeah, okay. I know it's coming. But let's talk about where you grew up.
Man. Born and raised in Davis. Just 15 minutes outside of Sac. Moved to Sacramento in second grade and was there until sixth, living in Natomas. And then moved back to Davis for junior high and high school. But always, like, even in junior high and high school, I was playing in AAU leagues in Sacramento. Is Basketball Town still a thing out here?
No, they changed it to Sky High now.
Sky High?
No. Sky High, the trampoline place.
Yeah.
It's not a basketball joint anymore?
No, because I used to play there too.
That was the Mecca, bro.
Yeah.
That was like our indoor Rucker, dude.
Yep.
Shit went down at Basketball Town, bro. That was like when parents were like going crazy, and there were kids doing all kinds of crazy shit on the court that you knew were probably going to be the ones to pop off at some point. It was fun. So I played AAU at Basketball Town and all over Sacramento.
Nice.
Baseball too and soccer, so Kings games. So I was always very like Sacramento based, even when I was living in Davis. And then after high school, went to UC Santa Cruz for 2 years, played basketball there, and then transferred to Santa Barbara for my last 2 years, and then to LA after that.
All right,
so that was the path. Yeah.
Nice, man. How old are you, don't mind me asking?
34.
Shit,
just turned 34.
Nice. Yeah, man.
So you hoop?
Yeah, you hoop.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like, you know, I can't hoop now.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little slower than I was back in the day. Body can't quite do what the mind thinks it can.
I know.
But
It's like once you hit 30, you start feeling random stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, dude. Sometimes I'll take like a month or two off, and my joints will feel so good. No creaking. You know what I mean? I don't got attic joints anymore.
Summertime especially.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just feel like healthier now. And then I go back to the court and I try to do a crossover. My feet are all uncoordinated. But I'll play basketball for the rest of my life, man. That's
what I've seen. You were in a camp with Kobe.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So he had a summer basketball camp every year at UC Santa Barbara. And it went for about 8 years. And I hustled my way into being an intern the year I graduated college at UCSB.
Okay.
And so I was an intern that summer. And then the following year, after I met all the coaches and everything, and they knew I could hoop, they brought me on to be a coach. So I had my own team. at the camp every summer for like 4 years.
Nice.
It was cool. Yeah, that was an incredible experience, bro. It was cool because some of these pros, you know, they'll put their name on a camp and they just won't really show up, or maybe they'll show up one day and like give a speech and just kind of like collect a check and do like a Nike deal or whatever. He was there every day. He gave the morning announcement at 9 a.m. He often would do either the lunch like demo or the evening announcement walkthrough type thing, and then he would walk through all the team practices like all over campus. It was a 700 kid camp. So there were team practices on like 12 different courts across like 3 square miles of UCSB campus, and he'd take a golf cart all around, and he'd like show up. And as soon as the golf cart was getting close, you could see all the kids start to be like, "Oh shit! All right, now we got to do it. Now we got to get low on D. Now we got to throw the bounce pass."
Right.
And he'd get out and he'd just watch with his arms crossed, but he would pay attention. And if somebody didn't do something right, he would walk onto the court, stop practice, take the ball from the coach, and show the kid how to like back another kid down. You know. Wow. And he was, and these are like sometimes that was 7-year-old kids, 8-year-old kids.
That probably meant the most to
them.
Yeah.
Because he treated everyone around him as like a peer, like an equal. He didn't look down on you because you were a kid. He didn't look down on us because we were coaches. He treated us the same way he would treat like a teammate or a business partner. And it kind of forced you to elevate your whole effort whenever he was around. It was cool.
That's cool.
Were you coaching, or are you more so like in
Yeah, I coached. So I had my own team of like 12 kids
so
every summer, like 10 to 11 years old. Okay. And they were raw. This little girl from Japan got defensive player of the entire camp. She was on my team.
That's what's up.
Yeah. She took like 3 charges a game. She didn't speak a lick of English.
That's what's up. At least you know how to ball.
She spoke the language of defense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? I remember
mama mentality.
Yeah.
I remember I did the same with not Kobe. Bobby Jackson, he had a camp out here.
Cool.
It was Action Jackson, and so I was one of the coaches when I was going to that school out there in Capital Christian High. God damn it.
Capital Christian High?
There you go.
Yeah.
So when we doing that, I know, right? So Bobby was also involved in that too. You know, he was there throughout the day, each day. But the one thing I always remembered, me being a fat ass and everything, he had Krispy Kreme donuts by like cases. At the end of each game, you know, kids come up. They, obviously all get a donut, and they'd give the staff like a box to go home with.
Hilarious.
Always. And I was like, dang, like I think I just like it for the
food,
donuts,
for the treats.
you know. But I mean, I was playing basketball at that time with some stars too, by the way. Some that went some places, and I'm not gonna say made it to the NBA, but I played against some people that made it. The Lopez brothers, Brick Lopez.
Oh, cool. Where are they from? Are they from NorCal?
I'm not sure if it was NorCal, but I remember meeting them up.
California.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I remember meeting them up at a camp, the ABCD camp. It was in Fresno one year. My boy Darius Logan was ranked high in the nation. He was on my team, along with David Ellis, 7-footer. He went to Nevada right afterwards. Played with some good people too. But like it was a good atmosphere to really be coaching some younger kids. But at the same time, like I remember Bobby really coming around and being involved. So I hear what you're saying, because there are some other people who will put camps out there and then literally just hope everyone else runs it.
Yeah, but he was involved, man. It was really cool to see.
That's huge. Shout out to man.
Fuck helicopters.
Yeah. You don't mind me asking, like, how did it, like, because I know with me, it's crazy how it affected me, you know, when he had passed away. You, though, being close to him like that, like, how did it, you know, affect you?
Yeah, it was, you know, the day that it happened, I woke up at my friend's place in San Francisco, and I was told, they showed me the TMZ like screenshot. I didn't believe it because it was TMZ.
Yeah.
So I just got in my car. I was driving to LA, and then I just got I kept getting bombarded with calls and texts and then it started coming in from people who I had coached at the camp with that were way closer to him than I was. I mean, I was just an acquaintance. He didn't know my name until the last year, and then he started calling me B. So it's not, I didn't have like a personal connection, but he was, over the course of those 4 or 5 years, he did become like a really solid figure in my life. Just
A role model.
And just by being near him every year,
just proxy,
and knowing,
I can imagine,
and I had like integrated so much of his philosophy and his approach to the game and to life, and he had just retired and won an Oscar right? And so all these things were happening, and I was like really feeding off of that and trying to put that into my own life. So it hit me fucking hard, like super hard. Pulled over on the side of the road and just bawled for like an hour and couldn't drive, and then drove the rest of the way home. And it was nice to have the community that I had in the basketball world from that camp, so we could all kind of lean on each other and get together. And it was so unexpected. It wasn't like an illness or even an accident that slowly led to a passing. It was just boom, not here anymore.
Yeah.
And then you think about the other people and the whole
when it was his daughter,
container, what
that
happened.
Got involved, that's what killed me.
But it's the value that I got from being around him will last the rest of my life, and will go into my kids, and then their kids. They'll be able to take with them some of the experiences that I had. Like the biggest experience that I had from that camp that means more now than it ever did before was on the last camp that we had before he'd stopped doing the camp because it was the Olympics, and then he wanted to open Mamba Sports Academy. So it was during that transition phase. The last camp that he did, he was given the closing speech at the end of the day to like 1,000 parents and media members and family in the stands, and all the kids were seated in their teams behind him on the court, and all the coaches were behind him too. And earlier that day, he was doing autographs, 700 autographs over the course of the entire day. He would sign anything anybody had. It was one full day, and he knew I was doing comedy at the time. And I was joking with him and trying to invite him to a show, and it was like a casual moment, kind of like a whatever moment, like, I'm funny now, you gonna come? And he was like, yeah, we'll see. And then all right, move along, and took our photo and everything. And cut to 8 hours later, he's giving the goodbye speech. He says goodnight on the mic, hands it off to his boy, turns to walk toward the exit, sees me about 30 yards to the left, pivots and walks straight up to me, and he's like, hey man, you got any info? I gotta come see a show. And I was very early into stand-up. I think I was 2 years into comedy, so I did not want him to come see me yet. Right. But I was also carrying business cards around with me everywhere, and they were embarrassingly bad, dude. It was just my name with a template from some online printful.com shit, clouds in the sky, and then it looked like a business card for somebody that does pet euthanasia or some shit. And so that's all I had. It was my name, my email, and clouds. It said nothing. And I was like, yeah, man, bring Vanessa. I would love to see y'all there. And I handed him the card, and he was like, all right, bet. I'll see you soon. And he doesn't do that just for fun. He's not the type of guy
Don't waste his time.
To just give love to without having a commitment behind it. And I knew that at the time. So from that moment on, every time I did a show or an open mic, I was on my shit, dude. I was writing, I was recording, I was listening back to the set because I knew in the back of my head he might fucking show up somewhere. Right. He might, if I post that I'm at the Hollywood Improv on a Wednesday night, he might just be around and just pull up. He would do that. And
he would critique that shit.
Yeah, and he would critique the shit. He'd be like, hey man,
we talked to you for a minute.
That thing at minute 2, cut that. Your heart wasn't in it. So it pushed the fuck out of me to really improve on my approach to my game, to my sport, which had become stand-up comedy. And then when he passed, that was the first year that I felt like I was going to be ready to actually reach out and invite him to a show. And so I just take that experience with me, because you really don't know what tiny little moment you're going to give to. He probably didn't know that tiny moment was going to inform the work ethic that I put toward my craft, right? He just thought he was going to get my info and come see a show sometime. Little did he know he created a monster, you know? Yeah. So I try to keep that energy with me whenever I'm getting on stage or doing my work, and I'm going to pass that along, dude. Yeah. So that's a ripple effect.
That's amazing.
Created a monster.
Yes. A comedy monster.
Yeah, because I noticed, man, when you literally said, you told him, hey, man, I'm funny now. When did you realize that you were funny? You know what I mean?
I'm still trying to figure it out, dude. I don't know.
When was your first stand-up? When and where?
Well, it certainly wasn't funny the first time I ever did stand-up.
Really?
It was an open mic in L.A., and it was after a booked show. I was just a guest in attendance watching the show. And the host went up after and said, all right, we're going to do 60 seconds, 1 minute open mic for anybody that wants to do an open mic. And I was like, oh, I got to do it. Okay, now's the time. I got to do it. Because I'd been going to shows, just watching for a while. And this was fresh after college. So I wrote down some quick, like, stupid joke about my name, and then I was looking at headlines, and there was something about, like, John Hamm or some actor, and I went up and I did 60 seconds to dead silence, and I got off stage, and I went home, and I was like, all right, that was awful. I have to get better at this. And I have, like, I don't think it's an unhealthy sense of competition, but it's certainly, like, borderline obsessive. At least with myself. So I have to do, in my head, I was like, I have to do better than that. And I just kept writing and kept going on stage from there, just to try and better that time, and then better the next time, and then better the next time.
Right.
So that's what it's been like. Yeah,
that's nice, man. That's nice. Stefan's in that same battle right now. I say Stefan, like, you know who he is, right? yeah. No, he's my brother. Yeah. He does stand up right now. And,
cool.
And I could see that drive that certain comedians have to have. Like, you're going up, you're able to see what you're able to do, and then you hone in on what's funny from that one little skit, and then you're able to shorten it, get it better, set yourself up for the next punchline, the next joke that ties into the first one. But there's a lot of work that goes into that.
It's very similar to me to basketball. You know, it's a mirror. I can map my basketball journey onto my stand-up comedy journey because it's a very individual journey. It's up to you. How often are you going to hit the court? How often are you going to work out? You don't need anybody else to work out. And in stand-up, you don't need shit. You just need to show up to where the open mic is. That's the court. And there's one every night of the week in almost every city. So yeah, it was just I mirrored it to the stand-up lane, and yeah, still trying to figure out if I'm funny.
You're real, and that realness is funny as fuck. So that's what it's about.
No, you got some serious material. Like, and shout out to Tony, because he was one of your biggest fans out of us. He's the one that introduced me to you, and I started following you and stuff like that. And before we start kind of going down the rabbit hole on that, do you want to get your Cat Williams on? Anybody you want to expose?
Just let us know.
Hey, this is the show to do it. You home?
Not yet.
You home and you comfortable?
Not yet. Give me a couple more years.
Yeah. So
couple years.
Everybody get comfortable. You got anything to say?
I do got a question for you though.
No experiences with Diddy.
Joe Rogan ain't never had me on his podcast.
Right. There we go. Get it out there. What do you have to say to inspiring artists or aspiring comedians coming up? Am I saying that right? What do you have to say to them? Like, what's something that you almost gave up on and something pushed you to go forward? Like, what would you say to them?
Oh man, an aspiring comedian or an artist, take a break, take a nap. Take a nap, dude. You're allowed to take a nap. You can take a nap. Right. I don't take enough naps. The giving advice still feels a little strange to me, just because I feel like I'm still on such a journey, and I don't know that I'm quite on a level yet to be like giving back. I would love to try, and if anybody thinks I am, I'm happy to offer advice. You know, a couple of the things that have helped me are when you think of a lot of people get stuck in the trap of comparison in almost any field. This can happen. You get stuck in the trap of comparison. You're looking in somebody else's backyard and not tending to your own dying flowers, right? And so I try to take that toxic comparison energy and transform it into constructive self-criticism or comparison of self, and compare myself to where I was instead of comparing myself to somebody else who might be getting an opportunity that I really want. Well, that opportunity might not be for me, and there might be something else, Like I've had friends get TV shows and movie opportunities that are crazy and awesome, and I'm so happy for them. And I've caught myself being like, why didn't I get that opportunity? And not taking a moment to ground myself in the reality that I got wild and out by myself. And 5 years ago, I didn't have shit, right? So trying to like transmute that way of thinking from toxic comparison into comparison of self. That's what's helped me continue. Because when you find yourself stuck, when I've found myself stuck in a state of comparison or like wanting of something that I don't have, it's a creative block. It blocks all my creativity because all my energy is going toward wondering why I don't have this, or how can I get that, or how can I scheme to get this thing, or whatever. But I'm not putting a pen to the paper. I'm not sending an email to a person. I'm not reaching out to connect. I don't have hands on keys to edit this thing. And so like reducing your energetic blocks is a whole conversation, but that is kind of that would be my main takeaway from my experience that I would give to other people.
I'm sure people listening, they will definitely take heed to that.
Cool.
I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. I think we can all agree. I think that's
beautiful.
Something that most should do, because once you start trying to control other things you can't really do, especially another human being, or try to control that whole aspect, and what opportunities they get or the experiences they have, that's led them on the path that they on. And that's not mine. And you might have to take a couple U-turn or go the long way and stuff like that. So I agree 100%.
Yeah, and that's why I said take a nap, which is kind of a joke, but at the same time, we work ourselves to death in almost every, and entertainment for sure, but almost every business, everybody's always trying to get to the next thing, and I feel like sometimes people lose track of just like living, because you have to, especially if you're a creator or an artist of any kind. If your art is a reflection of the world, then you need to allow space in your life to experience the world. And I see a lot of people that just get so frenzied with trying to like connect and build and do stuff. They're not taking the time to like go have an experience without a phone, or go do some retreat for a weekend, or like give yourself a break every once in a while, because that break is not really a break. That's a life experience that'll inform who you are, which in turn will allow for a greater output of art on the other end. Right. So that's been my approach.
God damn. Facts, man. Why are you doing that, man? Thought we supposed to be laughing this whole show. Shit, God damn.
Oh, it's good,
spreading knowledge.
Inspired by the great one, Mr. Bryant. Man,
you ain't know nothing about that.
Speaking of, we gotta talk about someone who you might be their number one fan, Mr. Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, that's my dog, man. Yeah, hell yeah, that's my boy. Yeah.
The impressions, that's the best Newsom impression I've ever seen.
Thank you, bro.
Out of the three, you do three really, really good ones. Gavin Newsom, Joe Rogan, and Joe Biden. Which one do you have the most fun?
Oh man,
doing?
The Newsom is the most fun, because
gruesome Newsom,
man. It's like, and it's all, if people like him, cool. I don't. But he's just like kind of like a swamp monster to me. He's just like some evil stepdad that like knows all your secrets and is banging your mom and your aunt and your grandma. And it's like, he's just, he's my favorite to do. Eminem was my favorite to do, actually.
I seen that one too. That's good too.
Yeah, that was fun. Eminem really pushed me to be a rapper, because I had to be it.
You remember the one we'd laugh at all the time? That turtle ain't got no bones.
Man, we him and I say that to each other. I don't know how many times, at least once a week.
Bro, the Joe Biden one's easy, because you don't have to make sense. I don't even have to write it.
Yeah.
I just gotta go. I just gotta be like, oh, come on, man, look at the sky. Isn't the sky being all friendly? It's melting. It's got some turkey. That cloud looks like upside down. What's the red light mean? Okay, I'm tired. You're like, oh, Mr. President, damn.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
I was like, man, somebody get him off the stage, man. Somebody get him.
Yeah.
I'll have
Jesus.
Like, I would have to say, because I've probably been following you since, I don't know if it was 2017 to 18. Because when I first saw your comedy, I was like, he has to have grown up in Sacramento. He does the bro shit
You
so
can tell.
good.
Yeah.
Because I'm from Arizona, so when I came up here, the Copenhagen slaps and the fucking, yes, bro, I'm just like, he gets it perfect. I had never been around that culture, so, Roseville, Brosville, Citrus Heights, that whole area.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Brosville.
Right?
Hilarious.
Oh, my God. That's
yeah.
what I call it. Because I tell my girl all the time, like, hey, you want to go to Brosville? We can see all the bros, how they act, they'll give a little high five, look
Dude,
at each
there's
other.
something about NorCal bros that's just like, there's a little bit of like angst, but also a little bit of like, some 41 in them, and they're just like, it's different than Southern California. Southern California, they're a little more chill. It's kind of the same energy, a little more chill. Got flip-flops on, dude. It's pretty sick. Get a breakfast burrito, and then in NorCal, they're like, yeah, dude, I'll pound a breakfast burrito if it's drizzle some Four Loko instead of hot sauce. And I'll just eat that shit.
That's so true. Four Loko went crazy up here. I don't know.
You being a comedian, because you do stand up and then you do material that's like just on Instagram and TikTok, stuff like that. So when the pandemic did happen, like, because for me personally, like, you got me through. What I even became a bigger fan is the fact that, like, it was mania where I was like, dude, guys, calm down. This isn't even, I got healed by a doctor straight up with just, stuff I can't even say right now because we'll be canceled. But I'm just like, dude, it's not that serious, not this. So everybody, we couldn't even take a trip to Cancun. They canceled our flights. Yeah. I was like, dude, guys, calm down. But then like, I got to a point where I was just losing it. And then watching your comedy, just like, dude, I laughed so much. It was like, wow, he gets it and he puts it in a way that's so smart. That's
Thank you, bro.
Genius, dude. I was just like, bro, this is, oh my God, he gets it. The mask on, mask off guys, and how you get the pink guy to come in to show both sides of the perspective. And I think that's how you keep it. Pink shirt guy. I call it the pink shirt guy. Yeah. And I just feel like that's like a smart way to kind of stay in the middle. So that way you can kind of still get both fan bases. So that way, hopefully both sides kind of see that, hey, maybe we're kind of, both of us are a little extreme in terms of our views.
Yeah, so. It was, I appreciate that, bro. It was, when COVID hit, I had a whole like tour set for that summer that got taken away. Everybody's stuff got taken away. I'm not the only one, but it forced me to like triple down on video content because everybody's focus was online. And I was just sitting in my apartment in LA looking at people outside as they wear masks when they walk around with no one around. Mm-hmm. And I was like just blown away by the stupidity of some people's decisions and choices. And I decided to just start sharing that just from like my authentic point of view. Because leading up to COVID, I wasn't really political. I'd done maybe a couple like Eminem videos, pop culture videos, but there was never really any politics stuff. And just I think naturally I'm a fairly moderate guy. I don't really lean super heavy one way or the other unless you go topic by topic and then maybe. But just in a general sense, I was pretty. I feel like I am. I probably come across a certain way in content, but. So just naturally, my approach to shooting and filming content that was a reflection of the time during COVID was to make fun of everybody because it felt like everybody was dumb as hell, And one of the biggest messages that I was trying to get through was like, let's laugh at this absurdity. Let's have like a cathartic release of the shit so that we can get through it. The media was a frenzy. People were hating each other left and right, which is still happening. Less now because people aren't being kept inside of a pressure cooker. Right. But yeah, the approach during COVID was like to triple down on the amount of content I did and then like shift my perspective into the like zeitgeist. Like what are people talking about? What is the relevant conversation? And that also helped me kind of figure out who I am at the same time, forcing myself to approach all these topics that I hadn't approached before.
Right, true. Yeah. And you would use that in your stand-ups,
and then they all kind of like combined into some crazy acid trip of a show, which is still kind of what it is today. But yeah, it was fun, and I definitely got a lot of hate for it, because people get mad, dude. If you say something they don't like nowadays, it's like, you're a far right fascist motherfucker, and I'm like, I don't know. You don't know what that means. Everybody's far right.
People's opinions are the reality, right? Like that's, and they feel like anyone that says it. And I'm all for debate. Like we can debate, we can have conversation, we have the discourse. Rob loves debate. That type of stuff. But it just gets to that point where, why I feel this way. Why should that make that why should that ruin your day?
Right. Like Gavin, even on the Gavin Newsom stuff, people still to this day will be like, wow, you really you're really adding toxicity to society. Or like when I was doing Gavin Newsom impressions during the COVID days, people would be like, wow, okay, so you want all grandmas to die? You want all grandmas? Can you imagine the logic where you go from seeing me poking fun at this sleazy greaseball, and then from that meaning I want grandmothers to die. I love grandmothers. Oatmeal cookies are my shit, dude. I want grandmothers to die. I think we should have more grandmothers, if anything. But just like the hysteria, just kind of warped people's minds, man. Yeah, that's a big leap, dude. People make big leaps, dude. Yeah, it's wild.
We're gonna stay on the medical tip real quick. Yeah. This is real personal with us. We was in the same place. You are also Aaron Rodgers' doctor.
Yeah.
And this man went on to claim to saying that Aaron Rodgers has AIDS. So I want to ask you, does he have? Is it confirmed he's AIDS free?
He is AIDS free. Yes, he is drank enough ayahuasca to clean out the AIDS.
So I'm not gonna hear the end of that one there.
That dude jumped the shark on that one.
He was pretty dead set on that one.
And it was the fact checkers. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, man. It was dude, COVID was nuts, bro. It was at the same time, I've never seen so much growth like online. That was like my biggest one of my biggest kind of increases of following and engagement.
Yeah.
People really got on board because it was a crazy time.
You jumped on with like Awaken JP with a lot of
JP,
yeah,
JP Sears. He does now. He does a lot of like. We both kind of shifted that way. Prior to COVID, we weren't doing any political material.
Right.
And then once COVID hit, we both kind of started shifting into that lane. And now he is like pretty hardcore right wing comedy, which is totally fine. You know, there's some people that are hardcore left comedy. It's all about balance. I'm a bit more moderate, but if somebody's gonna make some dumb decision on either side, I'm gonna take aim at them. Right. You know, I'm not gonna hold back from whatever. Yeah.
You already don't hold back. I feel like you just like
try not to
let it go.
You're next, motherfucker.
Hey man, shit. Let it happen. Let it happen. I get roasted on this show each and every fucking week. I think I'm used to that shit by now. Fuck.
Oh, you're looking like Stevie doesn't wonder.
That's what comedians could do, though.
Stevie doesn't wonder.
So how did
I got to keep these shades on.
You gotta keep playing.
Yeah, I got to. It's ugly underneath.
So how did the whole Wildin' Out thing come about? Like, what was your big break with that? Like, how did you?
Yeah, that was cool. So that was actually in March of 2020. Here, I'll tell you the full story because it's kind of funny. So Nick had a beef with Eminem. You know, if you talk about the Drake and Kendrick beef.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah,
Mariah
and all that.
If the Drake and Kendrick beef is like a 10 out of 10, the Nick Cannon Eminem beef is like a negative 47.
Damn.
Because that shit did not go the way he planned.
Wow.
With all love to Nick, he put out a diss track to Eminem, and he had a couple guys from Wild 'N Out, Charlie Clips, Hitman, and Khan, on the diss track. And it got so roasted online. I don't know if y'all remember. This was like winter 2020. It got lit up, dude. Like, bad.
I mean, it's a Nick Cannon song.
It was a Nick Cannon song. It was not.
Yeah.
That one was better. And at the time, I was doing these Eminem impressions that were going pretty well. And I knew Eminem was not going to respond to Nick's diss track. So I decided to dress up as M and respond for him. And I was trying to think of a way to respond, and I started looking at the comments on Nick's diss toward Eminem. And you know, internet comments are undefeated, bro. You can watch the fun. You can watch every Dave Chappelle special, and then spend 10 minutes on TikTok, and you'll see funnier shit in the comments. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
So I was reading through the comments on YouTube and Twitter, and they were hilarious, dude. So I started screenshotting my favorites, and I screenshotted like 70 of them, and I took them and I rearranged them on a Google Doc to rhyme with each other, like ones that would rhyme. And so that became the lyrics. And then I rapped the comments as Eminem. And then that ended up blowing up. I just shot a video as M, and that blew up. And Nick reached out to me on Instagram in a DM.
Oh, shit, wow. He's ready to take your head off.
And I was a little nervous. I saw the message with the blue check.
Don't like your shit.
But the first message was like, "Hey, yo, Brent, you ready to wild out?"
Oh,
and I was like, "Damn!" Because at the end of the video, I did as M dissing Nick. I took the hoodie off, I took the hat off, and I said, "Hey, Nick, just kidding. I think you're doing a great job. I think the fun rap song you made was really a good time. And if you're casting for Wild 'N Out, I would love to battle anybody for a spot." Blah 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 and whatever.
So it was almost like an audition.
It was like I was talking shit to get his attention, and at the end I was like, "Come on," and it worked
like a charm.
Worked, yeah. And so he invited me out to his office the very next day, which was March 16th, 2020. Not only was my birthday, but also was the day before the entire world shut down on March 17th, 2020.
Right.
When was it?
March 23rd.
It was around that time.
Hop on the flight.
We all knew it was real, COVID, as far as
as
a society, is when Tom Hanks and his wife got it.
Right.
And Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
When he was at the press conference.
When
it was when those three people, because before that, man, I was still at the gym. I didn't give a shit. I didn't care about none of this. And then I was literally at the gym, and they had Rudy Gobert talking about touching all the stuff, and then he had it, and then Tom Hanks had it. And I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
They got,
It got real quick.
That was real, dude.
They got Forrest Gump. I'm in trouble.
Right.
Life is like a box of COVID. You never know if you're going to get a cold. You never know what booster you got to get. So, yeah, man, he cast me on the show. It was super dope. I went out to his office. We talked for an hour about, like, Kobe and Hollywood and business and comedy. And, He's just a down to earth, cool as shit dude. Like you would hope that the people you look up to in a certain business are gonna be cool, and he was like the coolest, most humble, giving guy. It was dope. The next day, everything shut down, and then 6 months after that day, he went through the whole thing where he said some shit on a podcast, and everybody hated him for that. So then they took the show away from him.
Oh,
and I was they literally said the show was canceled.
I know what you're talking about.
It was a Jewish related comment.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the full context of it. But
because I think because he said
yeah. So they took the show away, and I was like, damn, that's it. Like literally, they said the show is done. Nick is done. The show is done. And that was September 2020, and I was like, fuck. Well, back to the lab again, yo. You know what I mean? And so for 6 months after that, I just lived as if like the show was not going to come back. And then February 2021, I got a call from one of the producers. Actually, it was Nick. He FaceTimed me from the Sacramento airport. And I was like, why are you in the Sacramento airport? And he's like, I'm visiting one of my baby mamas. And I was like, that makes sense. And he's got them everywhere, bro. Every airport has a Nick hangar because he just needs to fly in and see his
Hey, which
child.
one of y'all in Sacs is Nick's baby mama?
Right. Which one?
Which one of y'all?
And so he said, yo, we're bringing the show back. Keeping my word to you, we're going to bring you on. We're going to shoot in LA this like spring in about 4 months. So I took, as soon as we hung up the call, I started writing for the show, you know, because there's so many games on the show. I wanted to be prepared. And then we shot 4 months later.
That's dope.
So it was cool.
That's
Yeah. It was cool.
And you spent 5 seasons?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
16 through 20. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's huge.
Slim Shady inspiration to getting Brent the gig.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Eminem, bro, he'll push you to be good, just like Kobe did, dude. I was writing those Eminem raps like, fuck, I can't fuck this up.
All you got to do with
internet
the M
will
is just
crush me.
you just got to be angry with a hood on,
Yeah.
looking down like you lost something, and rhyming.
A lot of hand movement. It's like some kung fu shit. You got to look like a Benihana chef when you're doing an Eminem impression, dude.
So if you had your choice, as far as next roles, like something you want to do next, what would it be? Like what movie, TV? What movie?
Yeah.
What
So
TV?
the track that I'm trying to build for myself is to move from the internet to the bigger screen. You know, I love making videos. Videos are fun. I love that people love them, and it is fulfilling to me to make. But I'd like to move into a space where I'm creating bigger projects with a bit more of a cultural impact and lasting power. So TV series and film, and then eventually getting to the point where I can work with somebody like who I am now and give them the opportunity to do the same.
That's what passing it forward. That's what's up.
Yeah. So that's the dream trajectory. So a couple things in the works, which I'm stoked for. Yeah.
All right.
Is Conscious Bros kind of like a stepping stone for
Yeah.
it?
So the special Conscious Bro, which is out now on YouTube.
Make sure we say that again.
Conscious Bro, which is out now on YouTube.
Y'all go watch that.
That was cool. Yeah. So that was my.
Can you
first
spell that
stand-up
for
special.
me? You know me in the spelling thing. in that grammar.
CONSC, which is crazy. IOUS.
He's still gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, but at least he spelled it. I'm gonna go back and be like, okay.
You just wasted your breath on
I will
that.
replay
He
it.
is not
Or
processing
just type in
any of that.
Brent
right
Pella
now.
comedy special.
There you go. Okay.
So yeah, man, that was my first like long form comedy special that I put out, and there's a lot of we did a lot of different stuff with it. It's a visual special, so you really got to watch it. We do a lot of visual
it's
effects and
interactive
cutaways.
as you watch it.
Yeah.
That's the one you made me just watch?
Yeah.
Cool.
That was dope.
Oh, cool.
At first,
Thanks,
it
bro.
started off kind of like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, it's
You
weird.
know?
Yeah, it's
And
weird.
then you come right into your comedy.
It's like I
Dope.
wanted it to come off as like an acid trip.
Dope.
You know, I wanted it to be different than your typical comedy special where somebody just holds a mic and talks, which is totally cool. And some people are brilliant at that. I want to do something a little different, and it's not for everybody, but the people it's for seem to like it.
It was definitely for me. I laughed.
Cool. Thank
that
you,
shit
bro.
was funny
I appreciate
as fuck.
that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
How much did you have to get the crowd involved? Did you have to be like, all right, I'm gonna go out the door, but I'm gonna come right back?
Yeah,
you know what I
that
mean?
part.
The parts that you,
So.
left.
What's up, bro? What's
Yeah.
up, bro? I'm right here.
So we rehearsed it without a crowd first. For some parts we rehearsed before the audience got in at 2 p.m. with all the cameras set up.
Even when you had yourself in the audience too?
That we shot at the end of the show when the show was over, and I said, "Good night, thank you so much for coming. Good night." And then I walk off stage, the applause dies down, and I come back on stage, and I got a mic in my hand. I'm like, "All right, was really cool. And now let me like ground us back in, and the show is over. I got to talk to you like a normal fucking person right now. And I like directed them through it for another like 10 or 15 minutes, and I was super grateful everybody was on board and like stoked to be a part of it, because we had to reset cameras, and it was like a proper shoot. Like we had to reset lighting a little bit and move the microphone. I had to do a wardrobe change, and then I came in and I have to be like, hey bitch, stop looking at the camera, look at the fucking so like directing people a little bit. All these drunk people too, by the end of the show, they're just like, what? Okay, I'll look there. Yeah, are you Brent? So yeah, it was but that's I love the process, that creative process of trying to figure out like how to create the puzzle piece, and then in the edit is all about putting the puzzle pieces together to fit. So yeah.
So we're about tonight. A little bit about us. We're all security. We've all done security bars and clubs and stuff. What's your spot?
In Sac?
Yeah, in Sac. Is there a spot?
Yeah. There's a couple spots. The first spot is what's it called? It's a chicken wing joint. It's a super black spot. And I say that because it's got
you said chicken.
It's got a comedy spot.
Wingstop?
No, it's got a comedy stage in it. And they do an open mic plus a show on Sundays. And it's black, which is dope. And when you say something like that, I want people to know like that's not supposed to be.
No, I'm trying
because black rooms are dope, and they're just known as black rooms in the comedy world. And I did that spot a lot, and I forgot what it's called, but it's got the best fucking chicken wings I've had, dude. It's so good.
So I'm so fucking confused now. Are you talking about like black owned, or are you talking about black like a black room with chicken wings in it?
It's both. It's both.
Okay.
All the above.
It's both. It's both. Yeah. But that was a dope spot. They'd have like pool in one room and like blasting hip hop, and then some dude like smoking a cigarette, ashing it into the chicken wings in the back, just made them taste good. And then a comedy show in the back room. And I'll tell you about the club that I like in a minute. But this is the first spot that comes to mind because I did comedy there when I was first starting off. And if a black audience will tell you if they don't like you. Right. It's the most honest audience.
That's
very true.
But if they love you, like they love you, dude. Yeah. They love you.
Good barometer.
It's a great barometer.
We a good barometer.
White people are too nice. White people are like, that was fun. I didn't really like that. That was pretty good. Yeah, you know what I mean. But black folks, they'll let you know.
Yeah, that's true.
I forget the name of it, man. I feel embarrassed. But where
was it located?
That was a cool spot. Right next to some railroad tracks.
Oh, you're talking about Laughs Unlimited?
No, but that's another comedy club that I like. Yeah.
Railroad tracks.
There's a bar in Sac. They serve a lot of beer. That sounds stupid as hell.
Is it called the Bank?
That narrowed it down.
No.
Okay.
But it's not like a club. It's right near the gay area.
So
it's on the corner.
There's Badlands.
The Merc.
What's across the block from Faces?
You think it's the Merc?
Starts with a lowbrow. Lowbrow. Yeah.
Lowbrow.
I used to go to Lowbrow a lot.
Lowbrow.
I used to go to Lowbrow a lot. Okay. But I grew up in Davis. Whenever I would come back, so we'd kind of party in Davis a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But also the mix. The mix is always that's like the classic spot.
It's the hops for him.
The hops.
Oh.
You should say District 30. District 30 is nice. Yeah. Go ahead and throw that in there.
District 30 was dope.
There we go. We'll cut all the other
Brent
shit
said
out.
We're in Davis.
Man.
UOB?
Yeah, UOB was cool. There was... there were a couple of spots that just aren't there anymore.
I know
that just got ratchet,
A lot of people will talk about it.
Ketmo Ree.
Yeah.
Used to be the spot until some shady shit happened.
Yeah.
Picnic Day. I grew up with Picnic Day, dude. Picnic Day. Did you guys ever go to Picnic Day?
There was one just recently.
Yeah.
Were you there?
No, but I heard it's coming back in the way it used to. It used to be like a party spot, like a big block party, crazy college type shit.
Why can't they call it Cookout Day? Picnic.
Because that's come on, you know
that's
why. You know why.
Cookout Day is
that's gonna scare a lot of people,
right?
First of Cookout Day in Davis.
First of all, Tony, it's in Davis.
Right.
Yeah.
That's gonna scare people.
You ain't gonna find a lot of.
They ain't gonna want to show up to that.
No, man.
Davis is international students and old people.
Yeah. People in Davis still sleep with their doors unlocked.
Man, don't talk about that.
Oh yeah, I came from a home.
Cookout Day is in Oak Park.
Yeah.
Don't say that. It'll be smacking in Oak Park all of a sudden. It's like, where the cookout at? Where at? I heard it was a cookout out here.
Speaking of white people,
Damn.
We on this topic.
We was that far?
We're going to talk about this. So last week, 2 weeks ago. What was it last week? 2 weeks ago. No, 2 weeks ago, it was according to ABC News, the top 10 blackest names came out.
Ooh, Brent?
So, now
Brent
it was not on the list, man. Damn. It was not on the list.
Maybe
next year.
One day.
They'll do another survey. But then since you're a white guy.
Are you white?
Top
mixed with anything else?
Italian.
Okay.
Spicy white.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Spicy.
Top 10 whitest names came out.
Hilarious.
ABC News.
Oh, Brent is definitely in that. If it's not, it should be an honorable mention. Okay, cool.
It's actually not.
Let's talk about it then.
What's in it? What's in it?
It was, there's a lot of the common names that we would probably assume, but there's some in there that I didn't assume, especially when it comes to the females.
Chad's number
like
one.
there was some I wouldn't have gotten. Now, but when I hear it, I'm like, yeah, that belongs on the list.
Yeah,
it belongs on the list. But I was just like,
Gilligan.
You said Gilligan?
Wow,
Gilligan.
Wow.
Gilligan.
No other race can have that. You hear Gilligan, you know
That's
it's
true.
white.
Joel,
Yeah,
I think Joel would be on there. I don't hear a lot of Joels.
Skyler.
No, there's a lot of black people.
There's a lot of
Joel.
Mexican Joels
Malachi,
too.
Joel.
A lot of Mexican Joels.
That's true. Really? That's true.
Yeah.
We'll be on the. I feel like Trent, or like
Trent Williams messes
Chad,
that up for us.
Skyler, Chad for sure.
Skyler.
Chad Ochocinco, but I guess that's
What's
a
the
name
new
change.
one people are trying to Tevin?
Tevin.
Like a Tyler or Tevin.
Kevin.
T-Y with a Kevin and Tyler mixed.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, what the hell?
Tyler should for sure be on there. No?
I met one black Tyler.
Kyle should be on there.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle for sure. Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle for sure.
You're right. Oh, Tyler.
So I'll go down the list real quick.
Yeah.
So number 10 was I'll go this way. Is there any name that you think is going to be number one? Just go before I say it.
Chad.
You got Chad.
Yeah.
I would go with Kyle, man.
Kyle.
Sam.
I don't know why.
What you got?
For dudes.
Oh well, they incorporate women and men.
Oh,
on the
okay.
top.
Okay.
Taylor.
Damn. Ashley with the EIGH.
EIGH.
That's the most
That's a
white
good
girl
one.
name I could ever think of.
I'll go down the list. Number 10 was Caitlyn.
Yep, that's accurate.
Number 9
Oh, this is
was
females too. Oh,
yeah, because it's a mix.
Let's hear it, Rob.
Number 9 is Cody.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Number 8, and this one I wouldn't have got, but when I heard it, I was like, yeah, Madeline.
Yes, yes.
Number 7, I was like, yeah, this is for the people on the West. Wyatt.
Oh yeah, I have a friend named Wyatt and Cody.
Wyatt.
Yeah.
6 is Katie.
Yes.
Damn.
Number 5 is Tanner.
Yep. I got it.
over here, Tanner.
I know Tanner.
God damn it, Tanner.
Number 4, Claire.
That's my sister.
Oh, okay.
She's not a sister. She's my sister.
Number 3 is Connor.
Oh.
Ooh. I have another guess.
And number 2 is Amy with a Y at the end.
A lot of female names.
Right.
And number 1, none of us got it right, is Jake.
Jake.
Damn.
The snake.
Jake.
Jake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jake from State Farm.
I will say this though, because they did a top. They also did ABC did a top 20 men and women. Also, this one they incorporated both genders, but Brent was on the list.
Yes.
Just didn't make the top 10.
That's okay.
Just
We're
didn't
gonna
make
work
the
our
top
way
10.
up.
Well, on the top
Couple more
10,
years.
top 10 situation, you're here in Sacramento, and it seems like you got a show coming up here soon.
Yeah, this weekend.
All right.
I don't know when y'all are putting this out, but last
Yeah,
weekend.
you'll
If this
be
comes out
at
late.
Punchline, right?
Yeah, Punchline Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Yep.
and then San Jose Sunday.
Go
Nice,
check that out, man.
nice.
If you ain't got your tickets, go buy them.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Yeah. 5 shows.
My Thursday is open.
Cool.
What do you know? Yeah.
Hurry and buy tickets now. There was less than 28 seats when we were doing it.
less.
Oh, great. That's good to hear.
It should be
All right.
cool. So.
He's like, oh, I'm getting paid.
Gosh, yeah. Making rent this month.
Yeah, we bought our tickets. We'll be there. I think 7:30, right?
That's dope. Yeah.
We'll
Cool.
definitely be there.
Have you guys been going to comedy in Sacramento for a while?
Yeah.
Okay,
Punchline.
cool.
Yeah, I go.
Who else
I go.
have you seen out there? that you
Corey
really liked?
Holcomb.
He's great.
I'm a huge Corey Holcomb fan.
Yeah,
Mars,
he's great.
we had
He came
Mars
up
on
a
the
while
show.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You have ever worked with Mars Parker, Sacramento comedian? He's the social networking sensation, but he also headlines a lot of shows out
Do
here.
you know Lance Woods?
I know.
Yeah.
Lance.
Lance is my
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
He's my boy. Love Lance.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
man.
to think. David Chappelle in 2014 when he came down here.
He went.
Who else too?
It's sad. I usually go to the open mics because, like I mentioned, my brother is an inspiring comedian. So Laughs Unlimited's one of them. Punchline, he's done a few there. But I can't say other major names. I just can't think of them because I've been going to too many of his out here. But
That's cool that you go.
Yeah.
Support.
Someone after you
Dope.
that's coming, I'm gonna go see is Trevor Wallace. You know,
Oh,
Trevor
yeah,
Wallace.
yeah. That's my
you
boy.
guys, you and him, bro. Oh my god,
Yeah, he's
you
great.
guys get together.
He's great.
That's
Is he
like-
coming to Punch?
Yeah,
Cool.
He's on June
Yeah.
20.
Don't say the dates. Don't say the
Oh,
dates. No,
okay. Got
sorry.
it. Got it.
Only promote my dates.
All right, got it.
Can't have too many white people dates on this podcast. Bro. You only get
They ain't taking my
one
shine.
weekend. This is my turn. You get his ass on the podcast to promote his shit.
right, absolutely.
Trevor, come on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you heard it first. You're gonna get Brent Pella.
Yeah,
Grammar was good.
that was pretty good.
Damn, he said pretty good. Still fucked it up.
It was all-
damn it.
But that's why I said what I said, Brent. Under
Pella.
my
Pella.
Pella,
Pella,
Ella,
Brent Pella. All right, got you.
This is sad that Rihanna's got to help you with his.
Hey, man, you know,
Bro, why don't women have music beefs? Wouldn't that be dope if Rihanna put out like a diss,
Well, there is
diss
one
track
right now.
singing?
There is one right now. 'cause-
Is there?
Megan Thee Stallion?
No, Taylor Swift is beefing with Kim Kardashian.
Really?
Yeah, but Kim don't sing.
But Kim can't come back.
I mean, she don't, but I mean, she might have like Tiger get on the track.
Have
or
her daughter.
something.
Have her daughter.
Like,
go.
I'm Taylor. Yeah, you suck.
Well, hold on, Nicki Minaj and what's her name, Cardi B. Didn't they have?
Yeah,
Did they put out diss
had
tracks?
some-
Yeah, I thought they both did. Yeah, they went at it for a while. So.
Oh,
That's
okay,
true.
Cool,
Yeah.
dope.
That's true.
Meg was
I want to
beefing
see.
too.
I thought so.
I want to see Rihanna make a diss track singing toward like Katy Perry.
Damn, that'll set the world on fire
You
type
know?
shit. You
And
know,
then
for
just,
her
like,
probably.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Coming at Katy
If you
Perry.
if you could see two artists do a beef back and forth, who would you choose?
Any artist, any
Any
genre,
females or
any
male?
genre.
Yeah. Let's do any, and then let's do hip hop specifically.
Okay.
Hip hop specifically.
But I want to see 50 get into some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to see it get violent.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
He would make it violent.
Yeah, right?
What
At
you
least
mean
a fight.
violent?
A fight.
You love black on black hate.
That's no, but that's what I was saying needs to happen with the whole J. Cole. When J. Cole came out before that, it was like the whole Drake and Kendrick. I felt like they needed an exhibition fight. Like just fight, duke it out. You know,
why? I want to see the fight on wax.
They're
We
not
get- we
fighters,
getting
they're
that.
studio.
rap
We
artists.
we
They don't-
getting
we
that
don't
right
wanna
now.
See that.
Even Kendrick said he don't like rap or he don't like rap battling because it always turns to the guns or some shit and someone ends up dead. He just said that in his diss. I'm fucking up his line, but
But it's
just
probably not even him though. It's probably like the entourage, it's the people
Right,
around
right,
them that
right.
take it across
Yeah.
that line. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
I say if you keep it professional, forget everybody else, man. Just get in the ring and fight.
Just don't let Suge Knight anywhere near you.
That told me who's the best.
Right.
Don't let him anywhere near you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go left with mine, man. I'm gonna go to another genre. I'll go country music. Garth Brooks and Tim McGraw.
Oh, wow.
Just a
Oh,
country
wow.
beef. Hey, that's what I'd like to
You
see.
talking to me? I ain't got no fear. This motherfucker don't even finish his beer.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
That would be different for sure. Who you got, Warren?
Oh man, I would love to hear. I'm with you. I would love to hear Rihanna come back, and she don't make music no more.
I know.
I feel like Rihanna was the
makes
best
makeup.
female. Yeah,
Yeah.
like she's with that Fendi makeup, whatever. But like musically, she was the best to me as a female.
Yeah.
She was the best.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Just go after Chris Brown, man.
Yeah, she could. Chris Brown is about to smoke too, though. You see him beefing with.
He is.
Quavo.
Yeah.
But Rihanna need her get back.
Yeah, I
She could
agree.
say something, and everybody
She
would
could.
be on her side.
For sure.
It would end him.
Yeah.
It would end Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That song would go number one
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That song would
Yeah,
go.
Rihanna
number
don't play
one.
around.
Y'all talking about that. The only thing I could think of is the whole Rihanna and Jay-Z situation, I guess. The whole she was cheating on Chris Brown with Jay-Z or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know why I start thinking about
Yeah.
that. But
Who was it that was talking about that?
I don't know. I forget.
The reason why he beat her up because she got like herpes or something.
Yeah, he gave him that.
Again, I could be wrong. Like,
See, here you go, Aaron Rodgers.
No, it was something that was out there.
It was like that.
This is what we saying.
I'll back him up on that.
That's why Chris Brown beat her ass from wall to wall.
You're so stupid. You're so stupid. But what's crazy is the facts about it is I had some partners that are out there in LA right now. They go by Darius and Dominique. They go by Black Tuxedo in the music production. They were with them that night, and he had told me as it was all happening that year, he was like, "Yeah, man, like Rihanna got crazy and tossed his Lambo keys down the street, and so he hit her." That was the original story. So when I continue to hear those stories line up, even in today's allegations, when they're talking about she was cheating on him with Jay-Z, it still comes up, and so that's what made me believe that everything else was true of him giving her potentially an STD, and then Rihanna turning around and giving that STD to Chris Brown. So a lot of stuff has been coming up. But when you mention the whole beef for Rihanna, I'm like, dude, she got her own beef right now. And if she did come out with something, what else would come out? You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I feel like that would come out though if that was true from like other people.
It might be.
I don't think it would. I think they just wouldn't. I don't know.
Nah, Usher shit came out.
Yeah, that's true.
Eventually.
Isn't it crazy? Like, and when that Usher shit came out, we didn't even have the internet. The way like word spreads crazy.
Right.
Like
word spread like herpes, man. It was crazy.
God damn.
like
Shit spread like
You gotta
venereal
be careful
disease.
with that
Yeah,
H
man.
word. Herpes and HIV, man. There's nothing to play with.
You know when people like, what was the one that we all used to like? I still don't even know if it's true. Like Marilyn Manson took his ribs out to suck his own dick. Like, did that happen?
Yeah.
Did that
I do
really happen?
remember him
I
saying
do remember
that.
hearing that.
But
Yeah.
that's something he
crazy.
would do.
That's something he would
That-
do.
yeah.
Like that's definitely believable.
sure. For
Right.
sure.
I would believe that 100%. I would not even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ribs out to suck your own. Oh my god, bro.
He was trying to try it. He's like, hold on, could I do that?
Who you got for the beef?
I want to see some girl beef, dude. Well, actually, it would be fun to see some pop punk beef. You know, growing up out here, we had bands like Cake. There's a Sacramento band. They were like pop punk, you know, very angst, like Papa Roach, Creed, Nickelback, all that white boy pop punk shit to make us like really hate our parents.
Yes.
I want to see both of them battle. I want to see what that would
Really?
bring.
How that's?
Okay.
Oh,
Creed
I have
and
no idea what
Nickelback.
that would come like. Yeah.
Going at it.
Just go and get it. Like,
Man, that's crazy.
How would that even sound?
You fucking suck. You're bad like my stepdad.
with your girl's
Something like that.
legs
Don't let me
wide
write it.
open. I don't know, bro. Like, that would be weird.
That's what's
Oh
up.
man, what is it? Slipknot and System of the Down.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh
System
my
of a
god.
Down.
Yeah, like them. Yeah.
That'd be-
Battle of the bands.
Well,
band
shit.
beef.
Who did Slipknot have beef with? I don't even remember. It's a band that sounds just like them. Fuck. They were at Aftershocks. I go to Aftershock every year.
Cool.
I just can't remember like
Limp
who the band
Bizkit?
was. Nah, it's another band like Mushroom Head. Wait,
Mushroom Head.
yeah, they went at it like hardcore. But like, I think it's pretty sure Mushroom Head because I really don't listen to them too much. But yeah, they went at it hardcore where they would just get on stage and say Mushroom Head sucks. Mushroom Head
Oh,
sucks.
shit.
And they made the whole crowd say
Mushroom
it.
Head.
And they came on, so it was nuts.
Is that low key penis? Mushroom head?
It is.
Right?
It
Low
is,
key?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
pretty
got a
much
mushroom massage.
right.
Mushroom
deep.
massage. Got to
Make sure,
massage the
'cause that doesn't
mushroom.
sound right. But I'm just
No
gonna
deep.
Got to
make
massage
sure.
the mushroom.
Like, right?
That's wild.
Bro,
Mushroom
do you
massage?
want the mushroom massage?
You want the mushroom massage? He said, "I got the mushroom. You just massage it.
Yeah. We don't have that here.
We don't have
Oh
mushrooms
my
here."
god.
Some of your skits that you've done, especially with aliens, is super funny,
Thanks, bro.
and it's
Where they at?
I know where
Right?
where,
Where they
are
at,
they?
dude?
2024.
But-
man,
Where they
I'm
at
telling you,
now?
it's been
They
fucking
better
crazy.
show up, man.
Too many videos. They're
I just want to see one like in my street.
Well, being in the street, being here. What if we had peaceful aliens land here in Sac, and they came to you? Where would you tell them to go and not to go?
For sure, go to the spaghetti factory. For sure, go to Old Sac and walk into that spot. What's that that store in Old Sac that sells all kinds of weird shit?
Evangeline.
Evangelines. They walk in there and be like, "Oh, I'm home," you know.
That's crazy.
Be trying shit on.
Yeah. And then go to a Kings game and light the beam to signal to their home planet that we're
Beam
chill.
team.
You know.
Oh shit.
So you a Kings fan?
You know what? Yes, but I grew up like with the terrible era of Sacramento before they became good.
Yeah.
And so I used to always just go to see other teams come into play. And then when they got good, I really liked them, but I was already like a player fan by then. So I got a special place in my heart for Sacramento for sure. I'll always root for Sacramento.
That's what's up.
But I've never like diehard followed because I'm such a player fan. I follow a lot of players all around the league.
Favorite player besides Kobe? Put him out.
Besides Kobe, Jordan. Grew up with Jordan.
Oh, my dumb.
Plastered all over my walls. But also loved Steve Nash's game, dude. Loved Steve Nash's game.
Okay.
If you go back and watch Steve Nash highlights and you see the way he's controlling the ball, it's so fluid and smooth, and he has such good court awareness. He used to bring a tennis ball with him in college everywhere he went, and he would just dribble a tennis ball everywhere. That's how he would get such good hand-eye coordination.
That's sick.
So yeah, I would bring the aliens to go see a Kings game. Where would I tell them not to go? Probably that strip. What's that strip? Oh, over by Lowbrow. I'd say don't go there on the weekends. Some shady shit happens there. I saw a dude get like curb stomped there once. It was not the vibe.
Holy
shit! Yeah, it was bad. Y'all clearly weren't bouncing that night.
Yeah, we missed that.
Yeah, you missed that one.
We missed that one.
I'd say, what are some weird parts of Sac to y'all? What are some parts of Sac that you would tell an alien to not go to?
Man, stay away from under the bridge over there by Discovery Park, man.
Oh, yeah.
Stay away from there, man.
Yeah.
Like, you'll definitely get abducted.
Yeah.
They'll abduct them.
you. Yeah.
I got a story. I'm not gonna. This is the craziest story because I came from Arizona up here, and I went to this place. I'm not gonna say the name yet, but I went there. I was shooting a movie for a music video I was doing because I used to do parkour free running.
Oh, cool.
Some stunt work, and so they had a music video that they were shooting in the area, and I left like some pants at the director's place that he was staying at up there. So I was like, he's like, yeah, just hurry up and come pick him up, but be fast. I was like, okay, cool. Drove over there, and me, I'm always late. Kind of showed up a little bit late, and then as soon as I get there, I park, get out. I felt it. Like, me and racism, I feel it, bro. I feel like someone wants to do harm. And I look, people just looking out the windows, and they're putting down the blinds. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, you're late. Why would you come when it's dark like this? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, hurry up, just go, just leave. And he gave it to me. I'm like, fuck is going on right now? I was like, but I feel okay, I'm taking off. And I got back in my car, started driving off. And you could see people in commotion and things. I was like, what the fuck? And I start going down this Dyer's Lane. I was like, where the hell am I right now?
Is that the mobile home park area?
Yeah, it's like it's a little trashy, but it's called Dyer's Lane, and I was just told never to go there.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
damn.
It was super racist and
beware of that.
All right, aliens can't go there, bro.
Yeah,
way too blue.
Crazy, yeah. Dyer's Lane is a crazy place.
There's a bunch of old folks there. I wouldn't say all that. I mean, I worked in the area.
Folks is the most racist people.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, they can be. I like when they just grew up in that area because sometimes you'll get the ones that are just like, you're a great, good-looking colored boy. It's like, oh, okay.
It's nice racism.
When people are being racist, it's like when they're trying to think they're giving a compliment, but they being racist when they say that he speaks well. When they say that to you as a black man, that shit pisses me off. Because I'd be like, I know what you're trying to say.
Right.
You're trying to say I'm like him and can't read.
Right. Yeah. I'm domesticated.
That's what you're trying to say. And you just say I sound good for my color.
Question. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think, because there's this video out where they do memes on Instagram, do you think saying the word boy after a sentence is racist?
Depends on talking to a black person.
Yeah, and you were just like, "Hey, can you grab that for me, boy?"
Oh yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
That sound. I feel like you just attacked me.
I
feel offended, right? You just offended me.
You put the whole accent the oi and boy for sure.
You put the whole
my thing
accent on
is,
it?
so my grandparents being from South Carolina, that's just how they talk. Everybody says boy. I'm like, you're grabbing that
Oh
word,
well,
boy.
yeah. I think the culture you come from versus the culture you're speaking it in, right? Like I have a friend on Wild and Out who's from deep in the cuts of Alabama.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that a lot of people that he grew up around, a lot of white folks would say that, and you could just tell it was condescending. But in friendly environments, I'd be like, "What's up, my boy?" Or like,
much different.
It's much different.
Yeah, that's much different.
So you can kind of tell, in the context of things. But he had it said to him before in a way that was very clearly not chill. So,
I just don't think it is if it's like if they're from there and I can tell they're from the South. And
if you can tell, it's case by case. For
Your
sure.
grandparents are black, right?
Right, and
So it's different if they say it though.
Well, everybody in the town, white, black, didn't matter who it was.
Yeah, but I mean, if your grandparents are black and they're saying it, I mean, it's going to come across less aggressive.
Would the white folks say it to white dudes?
Yeah, they would say it to white people too.
Oh wow.
And that's the thing is but I have an argument to it. I always say this. I think if you pause the boy, that's when the racist. So I could be, what you doing over there, boy? That's not too bad. But then if you go, what you doing over there?
Boy.
Oh, then it's fucking racist.
Yeah. Pause
you just
is
turned into a
inserting
highway
racism.
cop. Yeah.
That's the genesis of the racism coming out right then and there.
It's cooking during that pause.
Yeah, stitching coming.
What was he thinking of during that time? What was he thinking of?
Like I own you.
Boy. So the pause. There's just a video going out on that. So I was just wondering.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, language evolves, bro. It evolves. You know,
right.
Some people try to push it too far, but it evolves with culture. That's why we got all kinds of new phrases and shit and pronouns. And
there's a lot of shit you can't even say. Speaking, just from the comedy realm, it's like, man, you'll get Me Too'd, canceled, all this different type of stuff. We felt like with comedians, you guys have more free range because you guys are the court jesters. You're the ones supposed to make fun of the king, make fun of everything, and
mock the status quo and poke fun at the mainstream and everything. And even I hold pretty strong to the theory that nothing is off limits as long as the intention is to evoke laughter, right? There was even somebody who made a Kobe joke on the day he died. And that I thought, I didn't laugh, but because it was so sad on the day, but I saw the joke and I was like, fuck, that's funny. And like, I wish maybe he didn't say, but you're allowed to. It's not like you shouldn't be allowed to. Right. But then I saw somebody else make a Kobe joke on the day that was like fucking awful. Even on, 9/11, like, not to say you should make a joke about some terrible shit within 24 hours or as soon as possible. But I don't think there should be a rule against it as long as it's like clever, done with the right intention, not done as a self-servicement to just get shock value out of somebody and boost your own ego that you got like had manipulative control over somebody's emotions, because that shit runs rampant sometimes too. But yeah, man, it's like also people just need to not be as soft. About shit. Like people were really saying I shouldn't joke about COVID in 2020. Yeah. And I was like, oh, for sure. Let me just go fucking stab myself with a booster and come back to you in a minute. And I just like, I didn't take that because I think nothing should be off limits. Right. As long as it's done right.
Very true.
What do you think about that scene with that? I know you've seen it where the comedian, she's a female comedian, and she was like, listen here, I've been boosted, I've taken all my shots, I've done this, and I'm totally in the clear. They're dumb about that, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, she has like a seizure.
She passed out on stage?
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa. Yeah. Like that was like, holy.
It's crazy, dude. Yeah. Universe works in mysterious ways, bro.
Right.
She was ranting about like her doing all the vaccines,
the vaccines and boosters.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden...
She's fine. She's totally fine. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, some crazy shit.
So what do you think about like David Chappelle, like what's happening with him and all that stuff?
Dude, I mean, that's a perfect example, right? Like free speech is free speech, right? As long as you're not like inciting violence of some sort, which is still subjective, like who's going to be the judge of whether that's what's happening or not. You get, if he wants to do an hour-long special where he only mocks trans people, he should be allowed to do that. I'm not going to watch it, because it's not super interesting to me, but you should be allowed to do it if that's the material that you wanted to put out there, and if it's written as a joke form with the intention of evoking laughter and poking fun at absurdities within a certain community, or whatever, and people. Andrew Schultz does it great because he mocks everybody, black folks, Indian folks, whatever.
I know what you mean there.
And he does it in a way that isn't like rude or offensive or like bullying. Some people start getting into this like bully territory where they're really like harping on one specific community, and then so it's a mixed bag, and it's super subjective. But I hold pretty strong to the line of nothing is off limits.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel about now that you said that? How do you feel about hecklers? Have you had to deal with a lot of them?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's like. I don't like no comedian likes hecklers because we're there to do a show, not talk to your ass. You know what I mean? But it's fun to like put them in their place sometimes, and it doesn't happen all the time. It's nice when everybody just shows up to laugh, and if you don't like something, you just don't laugh. But I'm not really like super mean as it is. So even if somebody like interrupts a show, I'm not really gonna like attack them. I might like say a quick thing and I try to get back to the show as soon as I can. Because the show isn't supposed to be me talking to a dude. It's supposed to be me talking to y'all. It's supposed to be like an experience, right? That's the way I craft my shit. So
I don't understand. I don't understand hecklers.
I don't either.
I don't understand.
Attention,
You're dealing with
seekers.
the professional.
Yeah.
He does this for a living.
Yeah.
And now you just gave him free reign.
Yeah.
To tear you apart.
And you're interrupting.
Right. So now he's got an incentive to do it.
Yeah.
So now you want to be a part of the show. You are now part of the show.
Right.
You are now part of the show.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are gonna get to this. We do a thing every week. Question of the week.
Cool.
We do this all the time. We've got a special question this go round. Winton loves these.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he loves them.
No, I don't.
This week, question of the week. What do you think is worse? Being knowingly cheated on or being cheated on and not knowing?
Being knowingly cheated on. Don't tell me that shit.
I know, right? Right?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. Right? Do you disagree?
I'm with you. I think Mario Wines and then The Weeknd did it with the remix. Told us exactly.
Yeah.
I do not want to know.
Yeah. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. I don't know because I know me. I like. Well, I don't know me because in that situation, I don't know. I don't know how I would react.
So you
Ignorance is
keep
bliss.
that secret.
Yeah.
So basically, you'd rather
Keep that secret.
her say nothing and continue to cheat on you.
Hey,
It'd be nice if she
I don't
didn't
know
cheat.
nothing. What I don't
choice.
know won't hurt me.
Ignorance is bliss. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather not know because if I know, nuclear.
Yeah.
So
What you
rather
doing?
not
Who you
just-
hurting?
Whoever's in the vicinity.
You gonna hurt him? Even
Diss
though
track
you
to
know?
your girl.
I
bro.
don't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Collateral damage. It is what it is. I'm just saying. I don't know. Like that's why I'd rather not know what's actually going on. You'd rather know?
That's a tough
I'm
question.
trying to because
It's a tough question.
I would want to know because I wouldn't
Right.
want to stay with that anymore, right? I'd be
right.
done with it. You'd be over with it. Why would I want to risk getting or whatever you getting from him? You know what I mean? Not only that, I'm probably getting less attention. Here I am throwing myself at you trying to get some, and you already got some, and so you know what I mean.
And
like
you could look like a fool if other people know.
Yeah, but you
and
get
don't
less
know.
attention, then you kind of start going into the realm of you knowing.
well, I mean, if I know, I'm out, right? That's how I mean,
What if the relationship is perfect?
it obviously ain't.
But
What if-
But what if?
but-
Well, what if it is?
yeah, like you have
And
no
so
idea.
what? Now we got to just share.
What if I could know without her knowing that I know?
What?
Are you inceptioning the cheat?
I know.
No, like,
Yeah, I was
no, like I know that
Cheatception, bro.
I know that she's cheating, but she doesn't know that I know that she's cheating.
But then you know.
Do you know that she knows that
yeah,
you're cheating?
I mean, if I know, then it's an even playing field because now I could get work done. You know what I mean? you know what I'm saying?
Okay. You
So
want
you
to-
say so you'd rather
like,
know
okay.
you'd rather know being cheated. So you basically just want to take out the part where she knows that you know.
Well, I mean, because if she knows that if I know.
See you over here like if she knows,
See, in the third level
if
of the
she
dream,
knows that you know, right.
Yeah.
Right. If I know that she's doing it, she ain't gonna know that I'm doing it back.
So basically, you
You know
just
what I'm saying?
you don't want her to know that because then you can get your numbers up.
I don't want her to.
It's a dirty game.
I don't want to know that she's cheating because I don't want her to know that I'm cheating too.
Right.
There
Right.
you go. How about that?
Right.
That part.
You have the leg up. She thinks she got the leg up, but you got the
No,
leg
you
up.
got both legs up of somebody else. Her legs can stay fucking closed at home until you get back.
That's what's up.
What you got, Tony?
You know he
Yeah.
can't answer this goddamn question.
Sure he can.
Well, damn.
I mean, I don't think I'd want to know just because, again, ignorance is bliss. Just like, fuck, I'd just rather not know. I can go the rest of my life not knowing that shit. If we're going to stay together and end up having a life together, I would just not rather know. Like,
Right.
Please, you know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know. You know me, though, but if it happened to me, I'd just fucking get naked there and say, who could fuck her better? I don't know. You know me, bro. Like,
That is true.
like
That is
I was
true.
like, fucking do this. Let's go. Like, she'd get real
Competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was an awkward moment right there. All right.
This is the tryouts.
And she's leaving.
Right. Well, that's what's up. I don't know. That's a tough one. Like I mentioned, I think I'd want to know so I can.
What would
make
you
my
do
own
if you caught
decisions.
I'm out.
Man,
I'm out.
come on,
I-
man.
yeah,
Bart
obviously,
I'm out.
yeah, obviously, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not trying to go under the Bart Simpson rope. That's why I got to be out because I'll turn into Homer real quick. You know what I mean? Real quick. So that's why I want to know because I'd rather be able to walk away. You know,
Would you do what you? Because when he gets mad, he this thing that he does
No,
when he gets angry.
bro, don't
his skin. You see how dark it is now? It gets darker.
Gets darker.
Yes. You remember in the movie 300 when like the black guy gets the silver?
He is full.
You just see his eyes.
That's crazy.
You think this is a clown show?
This is Sacramento.
Oh my god.
That one time, bro.
I can see you getting mad like that though.
One time, bro.
Just get
I
in the
don't
room.
get mad often, man. And if I'm mad, I'm mad. I don't get mad often. Well, Brent, man, I thank you so very much for coming on the show, man.
I appreciate you, man.
Real
Thanks for
talk,
having
man.
me.
Definitely
Hell
want to
yeah.
make sure we check you out May 2nd through May 4th. Punchline. Definitely come check him out here in California, Sacramento, if you're here. Once again, man, anything from you guys? Any last words? Let me get the crew first, and then I'll make sure Brent Pella ends the show because you know he got something funny to say, even if it's not something funny. You know, it's just gonna come out funny, right?
What are your plans? I mean, we kind of talked about what you want to do for the future,
Yeah.
but just for this year, like what major plans do you have coming? Because I know you just had your comedy special come out. That was sick. So what else do you have?
Yeah, man, I'm working on a couple bigger ones that I'm trying to shoot next year. So I got a feature script in development right now and a TV series that's actually based on the alien characters. So kind of flexing that out with a couple people, and in between time, bigger tours, bigger shows, more videos, trying to grow the fam. You know, so it's all like a downhill somersault, trying to pick up as much as I can on the way down. Yeah, and trying to get my jump shot back. That's my big project. Yeah, 'cause I lost that shit.
Shooting in the gym. Independence Day. One with the sign or running away?
With the sign?
Are you ones with the sign? You know, welcoming.
Oh,
the
with the
aliens?
sign. Oh, yeah. I'm one with the sign. Yeah,
one with the
I'm on
sign.
a rooftop doing some type of crazy drug. Yeah,
Okay, understandable.
trying to be like, yo, take me with you, man. I'm done with this Gavin Newsom shit.
I feel you there.
Gruesome.
I feel you there.
Nah, appreciate you coming to the show, man, showing us love. Damn, man, I'm getting attacked by Mike.
No, Diddy.
It's like, come on, go in there. Just go in there.
Nah, I appreciate you coming to the show, showing us love. I mean, this is what we do. We hear it every week, you know, so I appreciate you coming on. Hopefully we could hear you in one of your future skits, though. One of us in one of your skits.
Oh,
That's
word.
all.
Next time I'm here, let's shoot one. Yeah.
All right, I'm down.
I'm down.
For sure. We'll do some type of like
that's a good
nightclub
idea.
bouncer scene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm down for it.
we can do that.
We got a venue for that. How about that?
He definitely got the spot for it.
Absolutely.
No, man. I really appreciate you coming on, man. Like I said, Tony's the one who introduced me to you, like I think about a couple of years ago. And man, I was the impressions, the Joe Rogans, the Joe Bidens, the Gavin Newsoms. Those, because Gavin Newsom's a hard impression. That's a hard impression. It's just
I lose
that
my
one,
voice every time.
That one is stick. You know, obviously him being the governor here and stuff like that. That just makes it even better. So, man, thank you again for coming on.
Appreciate
man.
y'all,
Really
man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, bro.
No,
this was
100%.
great.
Thank
Yeah,
you, man. Thank you.
Hell yeah. I guess I roasted you at the beginning.
Yeah. Keep
So
it going.
I think it's only fair to get everybody else. All right, you look like Black Popeye ate too much spinach and chicken.
Damn.
You look like you got an A in gangsterology.
Damn with the do-rag.
You look like you got cut from your intramural team.
Ooh.
And then I feel like you see Boy Meets World. I feel like sometimes I look like Boy Meets Meth, dude.
Damn.
That's it.
Meets
We can all get
Like the grown version of Corey, right? I see that.
That's the roast jokes, dude. That's
It's
why I
gotta-
love battle rap, because it's so clever and quick.
It's got to be the do-rag for him.
Yeah,
The
it's
do-rag.
But
plus
with the
glasses.
glasses,
Yeah, actually, it's more like a B plus.
He looks-
Yeah, you got a B plus in gangsterology.
I always thought if he was an X-Men, he'd be Beast.
He'd be beast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see that. I see the beast.
Here we
Yeah.
go, man.
That's what's up, man.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank
Y'all
you,
rock,
man.
bro.
Thank
Oh,
you.
100%.
It's the one and only, man, Mr. Brent Pella, episode 107, and you rock it with the crew from About the Night. Tony, Warren, Rob, Winton. Man, thank you so very much for staying tuned in. That's all I got. Hit that like and subscribe button. Ooh, what's that? Gang size? Is that a heart?
Oh shit, no, my bad.
Don't say anything. Pretend you're dead.
I'm from Davis.
Appreciate it, man.
Cool.
Thank you.